Hey, how you doing YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how the Oklahoma City Thunder could end up making the NBA Finals. Now, before I get into this video, I want to clear a few things up. I'm not saying they will go to the finals. I'm not saying they're favored to make the finals. I'm not saying anything like that in this video. Mainly, I'm just kind of saying like a hypothetical ways they could make the finals, what I think they're the best at, and what I think they could take advantage of to make the NBA Finals. I make a video like this for pretty much every team. If you want to see me make a video on your favorite team, comment the team below, and I will definitely make a video on it, and also show support on the video if you really want this series to continue. But without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right out of this video. Alright, so my first reason for this video is going to be their defense. Now what I mean by their defense is last year they were ranked number 9 in the NBA in defensive efficiency, plus they have two unbelievably great defensive players in Russell Westbrook and Paul George, who is a 3-time all-defensive player before. I mean, he's a very good defender, plus they have Andre Roberson, who's also a great perimeter defender. So their defense is absolutely locked down and can lock up pretty much any team in the league, probably besides the Warriors, but even the Warriors could struggle to play against them, and we've seen that as some of their best games the Thunder have had were against the Golden State Warriors. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they blew out the Warriors twice, they lost to them twice. I mean, their teams are pretty well matched up, and I think like that the Thunder play their best basketball against the Golden State Warriors. Like, even when the Thunder were struggling last year when they had Carmelo, they still played extremely well and played together when they played a team like the Golden State Warriors, who they desperately wanted to beat. But my second reason for this video is going to be the depth. Now what I mean by the depth is, for a long time, the pretty much Achilles heel of this Thunder team has been that they had literally no bench, but now they are able to strengthen their bench a ton. I think they have an extremely underrated offseason this year, as I mean, look who they added. They added a great backup point guard, Dennis Schroeder, who's compared to like a mini Westbrook, can go off for like 30 points if he gets enough minutes. Like for Atlanta, I think he had a couple 30-point games for him. Definitely the best player on Atlanta. So now someone's that, like, Dennis Schroeder was the best player on a team, and now he's coming off your bench. That is always a good thing, even if it's coming from an organization like Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder is a very good player. But then they also added a center, Nerlens Noel, who is going to help their depth out tremendously, as now they have a backup for Steven Adams, who is going to be a very good player. Plus they have other players like Grant, and like they have a lot of other good depth pieces as well. So their bench has gotten a lot more stronger than it was last year, and I think that is going to help the team improve a lot, because now Westbrook won't have to play the entire game. Now Paul George won't have to play the entire game, or even Steven Adams. They'll be able to take the workload of all those players off a little bit, let them rest up, and reduce the chance of injury. And I mean, the more depth you have, the better. Depth is extremely underrated in this league. If you have a good depth, like one time when the Warriors won the finals, and they're saying was strength in numbers, a big reason they won that finals was because of how deep their team was. I think they had Draymond, Clay, Steph. They didn't have much of a center. They had Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston. They had a lot more good players. David West. They had very good players on that team, and they were extremely deep, and that's why they were so successful. So I think if you are a team with great depth plus a good starting lineup, I think you are in very good shape for the future and for the upcoming season that you are then going in. So I think the depth is going to help the Thunder out very well, especially with the two pieces they added. I think they kind of patched up two places that they needed to patch up. And now my third and final reason is going to be that they match up pretty well with the Warriors. And now what I mean by that is that, I mean, the Warriors, it's pretty hard to match up well with them, but the Thunder have done a very good job, kind of like what the Houston Rockets did. Right now, they have Westbrook on Steph Curry. Westbrook is debatably the best point guard in the NBA, but so is Steph Curry. Like, you can make a legit argument for both of them being the best point guard in the NBA. They're both good at different things. Westbrook's more of a hustle player, never stop, engine keeps running. Steph Curry's obviously more of a shooter, scorer, kind of team player, is just good at moving the ball and everything, you know what I'm saying? And then at shooting guard, they have Klay Thompson on Andre Roberson. So Roberson can definitely guard Klay Thompson. As Roberson, yes, he's not very good on offense, but he's probably a top 10 like perimeter defensive player in the league. He's extremely good on defense and can definitely at least stick with Klay Thompson and not let Klay Thompson go for like 30 points a game like he would in a normal series. And then you have Paul George on Kevin Durant. Now Kevin Durant is obviously the better player, but like I said earlier in the video, Paul George is an extremely good defender. As I mean, the dude is a 3-time all defensive team player. Like, I mean, he's extremely good on defense, and he can definitely maybe not stick with Durant, but Durant won't be going for 40 and 50 point nights at will like he can against a lot of the threes in this league. And then also, I mean, at center they have Steven Adams on DeMarcus Cousins. Now, we don't know how great Cousins is going to be, but I mean, I just don't see Cousins just taking advantage of Steven Adams and being like taking him and bullying him in the post or anything, as I think Steven Adams is a very underrated big man in this league and a very big piece of the Thunder, and at least what Steven Adams will be able to provide for them is that paint protection so Cousins can't just eat him alive inside. Plus Steven Adams can kind of guard on the outside, but he's more of a rim protector, rebounder, and like glue type guy, kind of like Draymond. So I mean, I definitely want to see how that works out. Power forward is where it kind of gets iffy, but I mean, I'm sure they're going to figure that out. And I mean, so yeah, I really do want to see how this team is going to end up matching with the Warriors. Like, I think they match up very well. I think their depth is very good, and they have great defense, and all of that is shaping up to be a contender of the West. And to be a contender in the West, you have to be a top-notch team, and I would put them in that elite category with teams like Houston, Golden State, used to be the Cavs, the Lakers. I would put them in that conversation with everyone for sure. But unfortunately, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. So if you did like the video, at any point, like button and subscribe button. Comment below, like I said, if you want this video to continue. Comment below you like it and you want to support it more. I mean, we're literally 3 subs away from 500 subs. Can't thank y'all enough. Say this every video, but I love y'all so much. I'm legitimately blessed to be in a situation. If the next 3 subscribers we gain, I would have gained 200 subscribers in a week and a half, and I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all have blessed me to be in this position that I'm in, and I can only thank God for that, and you also thank y'all just so much. So, and I hope y'all have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day, so y'all need to have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo.